special guest tonight. And here with me is Jane and Brenda. Of course, the person by my left hand side, you know him, Chika Benjamin. So, right now, please, we have a special topic, and there's something I want you to hear. Then, after hearing that, please, can you tell us what you think? Can you tell us your own opinion? Can you write on the comment section what you think about what you are about to hear now? So, Jane, what do you have to tell us about the black Americans towards Africans?
Yes, my name is Jane, and I'm as called as Black American. I know I'm from original Port Africa, but I would like to know the concept of everything about Africa, because I know that's where I derive from. So I'm trying to find my ancestors and find out where I am derived from to know exact what is happening before I leave this earth. And I need to know about Africa because I feel as though I am a part of Africa, but I was born in USA. So if anybody can give me some kind of concept.
Okay. Now you're making a point like saying you are born in America, but you know very well that you are rooted or your origin comes from Africa.
Exactly.
And you made another point by saying that before leaving the earth, you would like to know the part of Africa where you're from, right?
Exactly.
So now, how do you feel knowing this and also a partially, or let me say, a member or a citizen of America? How do you feel about that?
Well, a citizen of America, that's all I know in my life. So I'm comfortable, but I'm not comfortable. I would like to know my roots and where I'm from.
Okay, you would like to know your roots and where you're from. All right, let me ask you one simple question before I go to Brenda. Do you like Africa?
I would love Africa. That's where I always wanted to be, but by me only knowing about USA, United States, that's all I know.
All right, you are hearing it directly from her. She said, "I love Africa, and I would love to know about Africa." She also said that she loves USA because this is where she was born, raised, and everything. But there's this thing here. She wants to know her main roots before leaving the earth. Leaving this earth without knowing the actual part of Africa where she's coming from would be a very big problem to her. So she wants to know that. So by my left hand side, I have Brenda. Brenda, what do you have to say towards what she's saying?
I feel like absolutely unequivocally that we need to know where our roots are. I've seen many pictures of Africa, and I really want to, like she said, she's another generation of her, third generation of her. And so here we are skipping generations. So we're going to make this happen, and we're going to go to Africa this year, so we can find out who we are and where we derive from. And that's part of our.
Well, I have to tell you this. If no one has been able to tell you this before, I have to tell you this to your face that you look like a hardcore real African woman.
Really?
For real.
Yeah. You look over you.
Like, without your speech, without speaking anything, if you keep quiet and be watching, people can say she's an African woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Chika Benjamin, I want to ask you something. You can see Brenda, Jane, and the view, like trying to say they wish, they want, they really need to know their roots. Now, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I'm so glad that they're discovering that now. Probably it's not now. She's on almost 7. She's like 73. So I'm not gonna say now. Probably she have already thinking about that. But the problem African Americans have here is they circulate the negative part of Africa. Who is the generator of that circulation? Probably is gonna, let me say, white people, right? Okay, white people gonna tell you that when you wanna go back to your roots, then you have to get an injection to go over back to your home. But they know their home. So that's like demarcating all the whole world. Because when you are putting fear, for you to turn around and go over there and have investment, and then you be here living good. So when you are putting down fear, what do you expect? So I'm so glad that they are very, very hungry about going back to their roots. You know? I'm glad to have them here talking about it. It makes me happy. And I can't wait to talk more about it.
All right, my viewers, you've heard from Jane, you've heard from Brenda, you've heard from Chika Benjamin. Now the question is this. I want to ask this as a question. Is it bad for one to decide to know his or her roots? If you think it's a correct answer, drop your comment on the comment section. If you think it's not the correct answer, you still drop your comment on the comment section. I'm from Africa. I am proud and happy to be an African, and I can defend and say that I'm from Africa. So it's not a bad idea if I decide to know my roots. If I woke up tomorrow and hear that I'm no longer from Africa, I'll still find a way to know where I am coming from. So for one to say I want to know my roots, I don't think is a sin. It's not a problem. Do you understand? It's just to settle the spirits and the ancestors. So right now, please, on your last speech, on your summary, what do you have to tell the people watching this video?
Well, I want to thank everybody for agreeing to where I want to be and I know my roots. I definitely want to know where I'm from. That's my life, and I will seek it before the end of my life.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the courage and your word of advice, because I believe with so many people like you who wish to know their roots will be watching this video. So please, she said before the end of her life, before she leaves this earth, that she will love to know her roots. What about you watching? What do you think? So now let me go to Brenda. Brenda, what do you have to say?
I agree with Benjamin. It has been derived or put in our mindset as African Americans of the U.S., of Black African American U.S. That has been, our mindset has been derived from the Caucasian folks. That this is what we are, this is what we should be. But when we arise from what their expectations and we overcome all of their expectations, then they want to push us back down. This is something that has been going on forever. And it needs to be, it has to be addressed. It's
All right, do you think such thing will stop?
Excuse me?
Do you think such thing will stop?
I think it's gonna stop.
Look where we are. We are in
Let
2025.
me come this angle, right? I'm so glad that I bless this day for this kind of conversation coming out and not coming from a proudly Nigerian, but coming from Europe. Let me tell you a little bit story about when I moved down here in back days in 2016. My first job, for my second job, I was disappointed because my workers, when I speak, they say, I don't hear you, just speak good English. They mock me. They mock me, right?
Yes.
So and they never give up. Do you know why? One thing stuck in my head when I said, "What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? You gonna give up?" These people here, they only speak one language. You know where you're from. I have a root. I can speak 5 languages.
Yes.
But you stuck in the English language. Even Spanish they add in your own language. You can't even learn that.
Yes.
So how do you think you're better than me? I left from my comfort zone. I come here and still make ends meet.
Yes.
So what do you think you are better than me? I mean, what is the ego that I don't have?
I think that they're intimidated, and when I say they're, I mean Caucasian folks. I'm going to say it very clearly. I think they're intimidated by us and how we can thrive with anything, like you just said.
Yeah.
I came from my foreign land. Well, it's not foreign to, but I come from my country to come to the U.S. and I still make ends meet.
Exactly. Okay, let me come again. Think about when we were talking about how to stop this issue going. This is like a decade. It's still going. Right. I think just imagine if at all, so if at all that all African Americans, when I say all African Americans quit and resign to be a U.S. citizen and go back to Africa, do you think America is going to exist?
It's not going to thrive. Not at
Right?
all. Not at all.
Thank you. So it's about having agreement, coming into a conclusion that enough is enough. Let's end this.
Yes.
When you come to sports, when you remove African Americans in sports, it is
There is
flat.
nothing. Anything.
All departments
Yes.
in the United States.
Yes,
But the thing is, I'm gonna say, is lack of confidence. It's lack of believing in yourself. Because if African Americans believe in themselves, all this is not gonna happen.
And-
Okay, I'm talking from a perspective as a business owner. Do you believe when I say I have more customers in white people than African Americans people?
I agree with that.
So I don't know why this criticism is going on. I don't know where it's coming from, but I think it's a hard time for us to know where we are coming from.
All right. You can see that we have a long way to go on this topic. If we go on, this is going to take us 2-3 days in trying to know the solution or the end point of it. But guess what? I have to cut off this here. But what I have to do, or what I have to ask you to do, is this: whatever you feel, drop it in the comment section. Write what you want, write how you feel, write the solution, write what you want or what you feel. So on this special episode, I want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you.